Hey there, Gemini. Welcome. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Gemini for this upcoming week, the last week of October. Carmilla's here. She's co-starring. She just took a bath, so she's kind of wet looking right now. So Gemini, this is a general love reading. Of course, that means it can apply to any kind of relationship, situation, or circumstance that you might be dealing with. Be flexible with the energy. You can interchange the roles within the reading. You might be represented by any of the characters that might show up in the cards, regardless of the gender of the card. You might feel like you're cross-watching for somebody else instead. Parts of the reading may resonate for you, other parts may not. So take what does and leave behind the rest. I always intend to reach folks who need the message and hopefully will benefit from the message in some way. So I hope you enjoy the reading, of course. I hope that it resonates, and I hope that you gain something out of it. I hope that you feel like it was worth your time and worth your while to watch. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in and giving me this opportunity to read for you. I hope that the reading resonates for you, Gemini, and I hope you stick around for more. You can find more specific information about my channel in the description box below. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me give this first deck one more good shuffle. And then we're going to see what's up for Gemini. Here we go. We're going to start with the Page of Pentacles, paired with the Six of Wands, the Tower in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, Three of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm not getting a super strong, clear message right now off this first 8. Let's see if I can get something kind of general, and then we'll get this next deck out. So I feel like you might be dealing with something sudden that happened, or something unpredictable, or something unexpected may have occurred. You might be up into your head a little bit about this, maybe feeling some anxiety or worry. It may have to do with an emotional matter or a connection or relationship. Maybe things not going as planned or not transpiring as you had hoped. Let's get some more cards out here for Gemini and see what else we get. We have the Hangman in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, this time in reverse, Seven of Cups, Three of Wands again in reverse, the Magician, Four of Cups, Four of Wands, and then we have the Three of Cups. Okay, so here's what I've got so far, Gemini. I have this this feeling that there is something that's occurred, something unexpected that's occurred that possibly you feel responsible for, but it was unintentional. And it's like, oh no, did I really cause that? Is that because of me? Is this happening because of me? There's some kind of question here as to the responsibility attached to something that's happened that was unexpected and maybe unintentionally caused. We have this Page of Pentacles up here. Once in the upright position and once in reverse. So there's a sense of innocence. It's almost like, I didn't mean for this to happen. I was just trying this, or I was just doing this, or I had just... There's something that this page, and I feel like this is the person I'm reading for, Gemini, so I want to remind you this can be your energy or somebody that you're dealing with. But I get the feeling like this person was maybe testing something out or trying something new. There wasn't any ill intent or ill will intended, but then something unexpected happened, and now there's this question of, did I cause this because of what I did or what I tried or that kind of thing? Now the question is what happened, because I think it's what's on your mind. I think it's whatever this is, feels like, Gemini, it feels like you may have unintentionally caused this to happen or caused something not to happen, not to transpire. It may have affected a relationship or connection within a group of people or group dynamic. Or I do also get the feeling like whatever has occurred may be affecting the way people look at you or how people are responding to you. So it may have affected a relationship or multiple relationships or connections or how people are perceiving you. And I say you, again, I want to remind you, Gemini, this page... And I don't often get a page who comes out here with this strong energy as being the person I'm reading for. A lot of times the energies I read for come out as kings and queens or knights. But this page was the very first card that came out, and it came out once in the upright and once in reverse. So I feel strongly that this page is responsible for something. I feel like it was unintentional. And now there's this question is, did I really do this? Am I the cause of this? Am I the reason this happened? And then there's the sense that other people are recognizing that some kind of outcome is a result of something that this page did or said or tried or was testing out. Let's get some more cards out here for Gemini and see what else we get. Temperance. The High Priestess in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse. Four of Wands again. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse with the Four of Wands. We have the Three of Wands in reverse with the Four of Wands over here. And then the Knight of Wands in reverse. The Devil in reverse. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Strength in reverse. And the Three of Swords. So we've got the Three of Wands, Three of Swords, Three of Cups. This could be a third-party situation that we're looking at here. Always have to throw that out, especially when we get the threes. Okay, so I get the feeling that this Page of Pentacles did something or said something or tried something or got involved into something where they didn't really anticipate the potential outcome to the extent that they probably should have. In other words, it's like a child playing with a lighter, for example. Let's see how this works, and is messing around with the lighter, and then, you know, boom, he accidentally starts a piece of paper on fire, and then you've got a house fire. It's something like that, and I don't mean to be that extreme, but it feels like this Page of Pentacles realizes that something that started out as innocent caused something to go awry, and unintentionally something went wrong because of something this person did. And I keep saying unintentionally because I don't get the feeling like this person with the page showing up here, it wasn't something that they set out to do or even had an understanding of how things would turn out. There's a very innocent energy, innocent nature about this Page of Pentacles. Like, well, I didn't know that this was going to happen. And again, I get that whole child playing with fire, or just an innocent individual doing something or trying something that they don't expect to have any negative outcome or to cause any hurt or harm, but it did. It feels like it affected. This Four of Wands to me feels like it could be some kind of long-term goal or something, possibly, Gemini, that you were creating or building with other people. This could be indicate like a home environment, but something happened that affected this Four of Wands. So it could be a long-term goal. It could be a home. It could be something that you were creating or building. It feels like it was something that you may have been involved in with other people. It feels like whatever occurred or didn't occur, with the Three of Wands too, this could be something that didn't transpire or didn't go your way, or something that went wrong that affected this Four of Wands. It feels like it weakened it, or it prolonged an outcome or a deadline, or caused something to fail along the way. And then there's the sense that this Page of Pentacles is being looked at unfavorably by others. A little bit of a blame game going on, or shaming. You should have known this was going to happen. I think that there's a desire to clear up exactly why or how this occurred, or to what extent this page was responsible for whatever occurred. So I get the feeling like this page is a little bit, maybe in a little bit disbelief, like there's, I couldn't have possibly caused this. I was just doing that. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like a little bit of disbelief. There's a Queen of Cups here on the table in reverse. I believe that this person in particular could be somebody who is more closely tied to this event than other people. I get the feeling of emotionally hurt, or almost like a victim mentality, or someone who feels like they've been targeted. But again, it feels unintentional. But this Queen of Cups is definitely affected by the situation, or could be more strongly connected to whatever occurred. Let's get some more cards out here for Gemini and see what else we get. This is an interesting story so far. So we have the Ace of Cups again, this time in the upright position. And then we have the Tower again, this time in the upright position. Queen of Swords. The Four of Cups again, this time in reverse. Death. Queen of Wands. Judgment in reverse. And then there's the Three of Swords again, this time in reverse. So we've got all these threes over here. Okay, so I think that this Queen of Wands is tied to this Page of Pentacles energy. I'm not completely certain yet. I want to get this last deck out before I start talking about these cards. Last deck, last set, round. You know what I'm saying, Gemini. And Carmela's distracting me a little. She's under my hair. I don't know if you could see her. Of course, she just took a bath, so she's wet and cold, and it's a chilly morning. And she's burrowed under my hair. As long as she doesn't start biting my ear, then everything is fine. Ouch. And then she did it. I swear she knows. She understands every word that I say. Birds are a lot smarter than they let on. Okay, let's get this last round out, and then I'm going to really go through these cards and see what we have here, because I think we have a very interesting story, Gemini. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. There's the Seven of Cups again in reverse this time. Four of Swords in reverse. Three of Pentacles. There's another three. Four of Cups. King of Cups. I was looking at the Four of Cups and the King of Cups popped up. The Page of Cups. Six of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, Gemini, let's really get into this. This is an interesting reading because a lot of times I can pull out information and the story just kind of goes along. But this one I almost felt like I had to get all the cards out before I started really getting into too much detail. Okay, so this is a third party situation for sure. And it involves this Queen of Wands, King of Cups, and this Queen of Cups. I think that this Page of Pentacles is this Queen of Wands energy. She caused an ending. I think she caused an ending between this Queen of Cups and this King of Cups. Or she changed the dynamic of this relationship. I don't think she did it intentionally, which is kind of interesting. So with the Magician showing up here, I'm just going to throw this out there. This could be true for some of you. It may not be true for all of you. I think that this Queen of Wands, and when I say that this person is also tied up with this Page of Pentacles energy, this person may have been messing around with some magic. And when I say magic, I mean, you know, this person could have been delving into the spiritual arts, maybe trying to learn a little bit more about it, maybe trying her hand at some spells, maybe trying her hand at, you know, just the spiritual, and there's not a lot known, right? We don't have, you know, when you get involved in something like the spiritual arts, reading tarot cards, using a Ouija board, trying spells for the first time, a lot of it is tied to this whole idea that, it's supernatural, it may not be real. You know, some people believe in it, some people don't. So there's almost this innocent energy coming off this Queen of Wands, like she was dabbling in something that she didn't quite realize she had the power that she would have had regardless of how much experience she has. So if this isn't, you know, someone dabbling in the spiritual arts, this is someone who was trying her hand at something that she felt like she didn't know a lot about. She said, let's just see how this works out. I'm going to try this. And she didn't quite know that she would actually have an effect on something or cause something or be responsible for something because of her actions. So there's innocence tied in with a little bit of ignorance. Inexperience. And she inadvertently caused a tower because of her negligence, because of her lack of experience, because of her lack of understanding of how her actions would affect the situation. I hope that makes sense so far, Gemini. Now, for some reason, it feels like there is a group dynamic or people surrounding this person that are aware of what has occurred. And it's not necessarily about finger pointing or playing a blame game with regard to this Queen of Wands, but this Queen of Wands feels like she's kind of at the center of attention. People have an understanding that she's responsible for something that occurred between this Queen of Cups and this King of Cups because of her actions. Something's occurred and it's affected this Queen of Cups. It's affected this relationship, this connection. And I think that this Queen of Wands, Page energy, is just now realizing that whatever actions, whatever she did, or whatever she tried, or whatever she was dabbling in, whatever she was, you know, curious about, ultimately it had an effect on other people. I think she's just realizing that. Now, I don't know that this Queen of Wands page energy is quite clear regarding the extent of her influence. She doesn't quite understand. Now, she might be trying to gain some information or gain some clarity from this Queen of Swords. There's a Queen of Swords down here. I feel like this Queen of Swords might be helping this Queen of Wands. This could be a friend. This could be a colleague, family member, someone who knows a little bit more than this Queen of Wands. I think this Queen of Swords is trying to sort through with this Queen of Wands, or give her some more information or provide answers for her. This Queen of Swords is somebody who is in the know, has clarity, has wisdom, has an understanding, is highly intelligent, is someone who can provide answers. And I feel like this Queen of Wands is saying, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. Can you help clear this up and help me gain an understanding on exactly what I did to affect the situation? I truly get the sense that this Queen of Wands just didn't know what she was doing. She didn't know what she was getting herself into. There is definitely a sense of innocence surrounding her. She's got the Page of Cups out here as well. So it feels unintentional. It doesn't feel like this Queen of Wands was intentionally trying to hurt anybody or trying to mess things up. It really doesn't feel that way. So if you're in a third-party situation, Gemini, where you have a Queen of Wands type individual who purposely did something to you or purposely hurt somebody else, this may not be your reading, because I do get the strong sense that this Queen of Wands, whatever she did was unintentional. There's a real innocence about her. Like, I just didn't know. I just didn't know how this was going to affect everybody. It didn't just affect this King and Queen of Cups, but these are the two central figures. These are the two main energies that are affected by whatever this Queen of Wands did. But there's also other people involved. It may have affected a working situation. I get the strong sense that it resulted in altering an outcome or delaying something with regard to this Four of Wands. So it may have caused a delay. It may have caused something to not transpire. It may have, whatever she did may have postponed something or messed some plans up or caused something to come to a complete halt. It definitely has something to do with relationships or connections within a group dynamic. So I feel like this is kind of a two-part outcome. Like, there is whatever this Queen of Wands is responsible for, it affected at least one relationship, this King and Queen of Cups. But it could have affected other people also within a group dynamic. Or it could have just resulted in the way people feel about one another. Do you know what I mean, Gemini? So in other words, I get the feeling like there is some resentment, or people like are a little bit miffed at this Queen of Wands. Like, why did you go and dabble in this, not knowing what you were doing, or not getting some help or some expertise or someone who could guide you along the way, because you really screwed things up. She's not receiving a very positive reaction from those around her. And that's what's most troubling for this Queen of Wands. Is I don't think that many people are seeing that whatever occurred was unintentional. Or if they do understand that it was unintentional, they feel like this queen was very negligent or just irresponsible or should have known better. And so there's a sense like, well, you should have known better. You shouldn't have gotten yourself involved in this without knowing the ins and outs, without realizing what what your actions, what kind of outcomes would result from your actions or your intentions. You know, with the Death card out here with this Magician, I get the feeling like this Queen of Wands caused an ending of some sort. And again, it could be connected to this Four of Wands, a relationship, or both. But one thing is for certain, that whatever occurred, whatever this person, this Queen of Wands did, it did result in people not feeling real happy with this Queen of Wands. We'll just put it that way. That's the one thing that she's most concerned about, is the reactions of others and how she's being received or how she's being perceived, how other people are looking at her right now. I also get the sense that this Queen of Wands, whatever she did it with positive intentions with regard to this King of Cups. So she may have had some kind of, she didn't just go in this totally willy-nilly blind saying, oh, I'm just going to do this and see what happens. I get the feeling like she did have some kind of positive intentions with regard to this King of Cups. So she may have been dabbling in something where she thought, oh, this is going to benefit this King of Cups. I'm going to try this and see, see if I can't help him out, or see if I can't influence something positive to happen within this person's life. But it kind of backfired on her. I don't think it necessarily negatively influenced this King of Cups, but it negatively influenced this Queen of Cups for sure. And then it also influenced some other thing that's tied to this whole situation, this Four of Wands. Again, this could be a group of people who are working together to build something or create something or working towards some kind of goal. But I get the feeling that whatever this Queen of Wands did, it altered or changed the direction or the course of this Four of Wands. Caused a delay or lack of movement forward, problems of some sort. Something didn't transpire as it should have because of this Queen of Wands. There she is. She's finally decided she's warm. So we're going to get a Dreams of Gaia Tarot card for Gemini and see if we can't get any more information, maybe some advice, maybe some words of encouragement for Gemini, and see what we get. This is an interesting story, but there's a lot of mystery still surrounding it. I feel like, are you looking to poop? Let's put you in your cage. Let's put you in your cage for a while. She looked like she was positioning herself to poop. So we'll take care of that business. Don't need bird poop on me right now, or ever. But I often get bird poop on me. Anyway. So Gemini, this is a very interesting story, but like I was saying, it feels like this is one of those situations where someone who is just not aware or experienced enough or in the know, they did something unintentionally, and it caused something really big. It caused some kind of really big tower moment. I mean, we've got the tower out here twice, and again, it was unintentional. It was like, I didn't know this was going to happen. This Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles individual caused a tower moment, and it feels big. It changed the trajectory of maybe a long-term goal. It affected some connections or relationships, and I say some, but specifically this Queen of Cups feels like a target or a victim in this situation. Even though, again, I get the feeling, especially with this Page of Cups, this Nine of Cups, the intention was something positive for this King of Cups. I don't think that this Queen of Wands, again, there's no malicious energy coming off of this person. And that could be part of the reason why there's this confusion as to, well, why is everybody reacting this way towards me? Or why do I feel like everybody's pointing their fingers or blaming me for what occurred? Well, something big occurred, and it definitely was a result of whatever this Queen of Wands did. But again, that can be hard to accept where, you know, she never intended for this kind of event to occur and for it to result in what it's resulted in. I wish I had more information regarding the Four of Wands. I feel like it's probably one of those situations where it's going to be different for everybody watching, so obviously it's not something that I can necessarily get a lot of details on. And if you're resonating with this reading, Gemini, you're going to know what this Four of Wands is for you. I definitely feel like I'm reading for this Queen of Wands. So Gemini, if you don't feel like you're this Queen of Wands, you could be this King of Wands, you could be this Queen of Cups, or you could be an external party who's affected by the situation. You're aware of it. You know what's going on. So you might feel like you're cross-watching for this Queen of Wands, because it's a significant event in your life, regardless of the fact that you're not directly associated with the actual event itself. I hope that makes sense. So Gemini, I'm going to take this card. We have the King of Earth that came out. Interesting. I get the feeling this is probably going to be this King of Cups. So I think this person is probably ultimately the reason behind all of this stuff that has happened, because this Queen of Wands, again, whatever she did was for this King of Cups, King of Earth. She had positive intentions and it just didn't turn out that way. So I'll read this King of Earth card. I do want to remind you that the King of Earth in this deck, the King and Queen court cards are very similar in nature to your traditional Rider-Waite meanings. So it's not much different than the King of Pentacles, but I'm going to read it out of the book anyway, Gemini, and we'll see how this goes. Here we go. The King of Earth is a very satisfied man, and he has every reason to be. Everything he touches turns to gold. His kingdom is secure and wealthy, and his people are happy and prosperous. While some may consider that his circumstances are born of luck, he is a natural leader, and his success is born of hard work and dedication. He is proud of his accomplishments and is not afraid to acknowledge them, and more importantly, to enjoy them. However, despite any appearance of excess, he is very grounded and realistic and enjoys abundance because he is wise and careful. The King of Earth is not afraid to be open or candid because he has no insecurities or emotional baggage to feed doubts and fears. He is only too willing to share in his success and gives advice and guidance without hesitation when asked. He does not fear that doing so will give rise to a competitor or rival. He believes that everyone is entitled to the same opportunities. He is clear-minded and reliable, someone you can trust and depend on. He is also wise and intelligent, and these factors keep him at the forefront of all that he does. On a business level, some may see him as boring and pedantic, but his methods are sound. He has found a process that works for him and one that pays dividends. Why change what yields results? If his methods fail, then he is willing to change, but if his methods work, then change is not required and is an unnecessary waste of time and energy. He is not one to try and fix that which is not broken. The King of Earth may appear in your reading to tell you that it is okay to rejoice in your successes. All too often we are made to feel that taking pride in our success equates to being boastful. This can lead to feelings of guilt and a decision to stay silent. While you can choose your moments and be respectful of others' feelings, the King of Earth suggests that you have every right to celebrate your achievements and take pride in your accomplishments. If you have the resources and means to enjoy yourself, then do so. There is no need to ask for anyone's permission or blessing. This is, after all, why you have worked so hard. The King of Earth may also symbolize a need to take a methodical approach that you know will work for you. At this time, do not deviate or take a chance on trying something new. Do not allow the opinions of others to sway you either. Instead, trust in your usual process, especially if it has always worked for you in the past. Okay, so the one thing that stuck out to me as I was reading this card is that the idea that, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And that was mentioned in the description of this card. I feel like this person could be a leader of sorts, or a head of an organization, or could be a boss, or someone who's responsible for moving things forward with regard to this Four of Wands. And I get the feeling like this Queen of Wands took some kind of action upon herself. I think she was trying to help this King of Pentacles, King of Cups, with regard to this Four of Wands, and she just screwed something up. In other words, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, she tried to do something that affected the outcome for this King of Cups and for the outcome of this Four of Wands. It messed something up. But again, it wasn't intentional, and she wasn't out to hurt anybody, but she did, unfortunately. The good news for this Queen of Wands is, if you are resonating as this Queen of Wands, because this feels difficult. This feels difficult. It feels like one of those situations where it's that innocent, childlike energy, like I didn't mean to, and then you just feel the shame and this guilt. You're feeling the shame and the guilt, especially with regard to the person that you really had no intention of hurting or misleading or misguiding or whatever the case may be. There's the shame and this guilt and wanting to relieve yourself of that energy. So the good news, Queen of Wands, if you're watching this, is that this King of Earth, King of Cups, is not the one who's feeling resentful or hurt or angry about the situation. In fact, quite the opposite. This is the type of person who knows that people make mistakes, and if there was no ill intent, he's not going to hold a grudge or hold anything against this Queen of Wands. That's not the case for other people involved in this situation. There is some resentment here with regard to other people involved in this project and other people who might be pointing fingers and not making this Queen of Wands feel so great about whatever occurred. I think that in these kind of situations, just going to throw a little bit of advice, my own personal advice out there. If you're tied up in this type of situation and you are the cause of some occurrence like this happening where it was unintentional and something negative resulted because of your actions, there's nothing wrong with owning up to it, admitting it, and then being apologetic more than anything else. This was unintentional and I apologize, and how can I make up for it? What can I do to make things better? Is probably the best approach. I wouldn't try to backpedal and get yourself out of this situation by being deceitful or trying to blame it on somebody else, that type of thing. I don't think that would be a productive way of working through this. Just know that this King of Cups, King of Pentacles, is still on your side, Queen of Wands. Not holding a grudge, and it's not going to affect this person's feelings towards this Queen of Wands in the long term. I'm going to leave that here, Gemini. I hope that the reading resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to, share your story. That's always great. Thanks so much for watching, Gemini. I'll see you next time. Bye.